Hey guys, I'm Cody Long with Quality Boats. Today I'm here at our marina on Clearwater Beach, standing in front of the Pursuit, the new Pursuit 246. Want to do a great in-depth walkthrough with you guys and see what y'all think. This one just came out. This is actually my first time seeing it. I saw this one a couple of days ago for the first time, and they have made a ton of changes on this boat, and I absolutely love it. So let's go ahead and start from the front actually before I get too far ahead of myself. So you're gonna notice a different anchor hatch. There is a boarding ladder there up on the front starboard side. Different seat orientation inside, higher hardtop, gives you a lot more head space. A little bit of a lower windshield so that you can actually see through it, and if you were to stand up, you can actually see over it. Of course, the new Yamaha 300 with the IDES steering, which is that canister right there, and extremely wide boarding steps. There's different seating, all kinds of different stuff. So let's go ahead and hop in here and get this thing started. All right, so one of the first things I noticed when I got in this boat is how wide this transom boarding step is. I mean, you can see, trying to hold this gimbal without falling here, but extremely wide, easy to board. You still have the emergency boarding ladder right back here on the back side. Once again, over the water so you can't see it. One other thing I really like too is this new cover for the center hatch here. So you still have access to your bilge, but when you don't need that access, you have a nice path to walk over top, and it's really wide and stable. I mean, you're looking at, you know, a couple of feet walkway here. There is a little wet storage here in the aft. You can store dock lines, stern anchor, really whatever you want back here on the port side, or yeah, port side there. And then the same walk-through doorway that we're all used to on Pursuits. Starboard door with nice heavy-duty hinges, and a magnetic catch to keep it open. As soon as you walk in, we do have the fresh and raw water hookups down there with a nice custom engraved stainless steel plate over top of the deck drains. Walking in, you see a very nice, spacious aft cockpit. Bolsters on port and starboard. We have a fish box or cooler back here in the stern, along with a very good sized live well. Something standard to Pursuits are these pull out seats here. It's a little bit harder with one hand, but you have the pull out seats. If you pay attention to this backrest here, when I close it, you'll see that backrest moves also. But let's go ahead and keep this out. And then you also have a second one. So there's a very long bench in the back. Plenty of seating in the back. You have the co-captain's chair here. This one's awesome. They've redesigned this from the 235, if you all remember that one, to where you lift up and this lounge actually folds out. So now you have a single person lounge in the back of the boat. Still have a nice coaming pad bolster there to protect your arms, and along with cup holders. Underneath this, little drawer access, some dock lines, safety gear, storage for the day, whatever you're using it for. Off to the starboard, we have a wet bar. Of course, you have a sink in here that folds up, little prep station, wash your hands, anything. You also have a Yeti, 45 Yeti that comes standard with the boat. Nice little touch of Corian countertop up here with recessed cup holders. First thing I noticed on this boat though when I got in was, not first thing, one of the things I noticed on this boat when I got in was how tall this hardtop is. Gives you a lot of headroom, and if you guys remember the 235, could have been a little smaller in here. The 246, this one, night and day difference. This hardtop is absolutely huge, gives you a ton of room. Still gives you the isinglass all around the whole cockpit. Roll up in the center, and you still have the windshield. Off to the starboard, still sticking with the standard Pursuit dash, which has this acrylic backing. We did the Garmin package, giving us the Garmin in here. Easy to read, easy to access switch panel. And then, of course, since we have the new IDES engine, we have the new Yamaha controls. They've also upgraded the seat. They've changed some of the stitching patterns inside, added these recessed armrests. Then, of course, you have the bolster on the seat as well. Some other storage on this boat. Let's go ahead and open this guy up. Extremely deep in-floor storage. Goes all the way up to the front there. You can see there's a tank up there, forward bilge pump. Doesn't go too far back in the back here, but you still have a ton of room. Of course, this does all have gaskets around the lip, and then has drains also that drain overboard. So this is a self-bailing cockpit on this boat. Let's go ahead and look in the head. So compression latch. Couple things they've added here. They've added some wood accents and some shelving as soon as you open the door. So it gives a little bit of a more luxury touch inside this 24-foot boat. You have a sink with a Corian countertop down below, a nice sized head. Definitely gives you plenty of room in here to where you can feel relaxed and actually have a place to get to. Little trash can storage. Definitely a big improvement in the head area. Off to the starboard here, lock that. Off to the starboard, you do have the bow door. A little bit of storage underneath the head or the helm here area here, but something really cool. They've changed the location of the battery switch. So the battery switch is now in here and right in there. So there's all your breakers, battery switch, just everything, the whole electrical panel of the boat. It's tucked away nice, neatly, and clean. Doesn't take up any space on the boat. Easy to get to. I like the location of that much better. So a little bit of a different orientation. You can see these seats taper down a little bit, but still have a nice high backrest, grab rail, armrest there on both of them. A little bit of storage, speakers. The seats still open up the same way they used to. All starboard backing with a draining material. You have storage on port and starboard. Oh, something worth noting too. The cup holders up front are all made for the Yeti 30 or any 30-ounce tumbler, rambler, whichever one you're using. All right, so up to the bow here on something I started on when we first got into it. Let's go ahead and put that. You have the starboard side boarding ladder, so you can pull this boat straight up to the islands, be able to get on and off from the front. You have your freshwater fill and your waste fill neatly tucked away underneath the storage hatch. Freshwater washdown hook up in the front to wash your anchor and windlass down. And then, of course, your remote for your windlass. So you can control it from here or up at the helm. Well, I am sure that I have missed something on this boat to bring up. This one is sold, but we have more coming in. I'd be happy to go over it with you, go over all the options, all the optional features and equipment standards, and see how we can help you get into a boat. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.